So good morning all, welcome to another wonderful day here at Axeda's Connection 2011. I'm here with Chris Hill, who is the Vice President of Advanced Mobility Services.
Correct.
And Advanced Mobility Services is a relatively new organization. You want to talk about when you guys started and what the whole structure is and where it stands?
Yeah, sure, Carl. We've been doing this for almost 10 years now, specific to machine, but as we were doing more and more business with customers, more and more was being asked saying, AT&T, can you play an end-to-end role for us in providing those solutions? And so mid last year, we embarked on endeavor to build out a complete business unit around advanced mobility, really working on platforms, software, middleware, and then professional managed services, which included an acquisition late last year that brought in those professional services, now allow us to be that mobile integrator for customers.
Yeah, I was listening to the Gartner analysis where they were talking about the need for that integration function. Can you give an example of kind of how you've been working with Axeda?
Sure, so you look at the platform that Axeda provides and being the great partner that they are relative to being able to abstract all of the device OS complexity that's out there today. Have a single platform to develop your applications on and allow the intelligence within the platform to handle that connection to the various devices and then the connections to the appropriate back-end systems. So instead of having to do point applications for every machine-to-machine solution you're doing, you now have a platform and a framework to deploy those solutions that allow the customers to deploy in weeks, not months, and be able to have something that is expandable and extensible to the next solution, because typically what we see is just one solution starts the ball rolling,
right?
And they don't think about, oh, the next one. Having a platform like Axeda allows you to do that.
Cool, cool. Now, one of the things we saw over earlier is we've got this wonderful thing where we've connected up the ice cream vending machine to Twitter, which kind of is magical to me, but more importantly than that, can you give an example of maybe where we found Axeda's platform has made an app or something like that?
In terms of the specific application, what we're looking at utilizing platforms around are things in the telematics space, where we're looking to deploy to a large machinery manufacturer, heavy equipment, connecting in those tractors on a global basis and being able to provide information and diagnostics on those engines and how they're performing, which is then turned into a revenue source for that company on a managed service so that they can then connect to their dealers and then eventually to the farmers on providing information on a real-time basis on monitoring the health and performance of that equipment out there. That's just one example of use of the platform.
Yeah, you also mentioned that you had an interesting situation where you were helping with Leaf, with the Nissan Leaf.
Sure.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, in the Nissan Leaf project, which we won at the Mobile World Congress last year, one of their innovation awards, what we started doing there is, that's the all-electric vehicle from Nissan, providing a telematic solution where we're connecting into the vehicle and providing that information back to the Nissan engineers to perform diagnostics on how the vehicle is performing. One of the big issues with electric vehicles is something they call range anxiety, and the consumer or driver is worried about whether they're going to run out of electricity or power in the vehicle. So I worked with them to utilize a platform to be able to extend that to a consumer application. So now you're taking information, a machine or connected device, back in that's providing information to Nissan's engineers, but now also using that same information to allow the development of a consumer application. And so as a consumer now, you can look on your iPhone and understand exactly what's going on with your vehicle in terms of battery power, unlock the doors, some really cool things there. And so that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Make sure you know you can get home or back to the
exactly,
plug.
That's right.
Sounds like a good move.
That's right.
Any other applications we want to talk about today? Anything with the grid or any telemedicine stuff?
Sure, a couple different areas that we're doing. In the healthcare realm, one of the areas would be in the area of medication adherence. So Vitality Glow Caps and
right.
the ability now to provide reminders, a connected pill box, right? So understanding whether you've opened that today, and if not, it starts to glow. And so we start to connect those into social networking and be able to allow family members to be notified, okay, mom or dad didn't take their medicine today, I should give them a call and help them along, right? So you think about what we can do for driving down healthcare cost and driving up the prescription adherence, which medication got prescribed for a reason, they need to be taking that, right? So that'd be one example in healthcare. And the smart grid, as the meters start to get more and more connected out there, and more utilities are looking for a commercial carrier to provide connectivity and allowing the carrier to provide that network, is things like the ability to route faults directly to that technician, closest technician, utilizing location-based services with dispatch integration to a connected meter. Really cool stuff.
Open shortest path first, the new way. Yes,
That's
I
right.
like it.
Exactly.
I like it. Great. Chris, thank you so much for your time.
My
Really
pleasure, Carl.
appreciate it.
Thank you.